So there are 3 types of girls on Halloween. The scary, the cute, and the cool girl queen. The scary girl's a treat, she'll make your inside stir. The cute girl's sweet, but don't be fooled by her purr. And last but not least, we have the cool girl queen. I don't know, it's a vibe. Is this really your scene? Now the question begs, which one will you be? While you figure it out, check on her mask with me. What's good everybody, it's your girl Nadia Peri, and today I've teamed up with my babes at Sand and Sky to bring you guys this zombie housewife Halloween tutorial. Now this video is one of 3 videos that we are doing for our Halloween series this year. We are covering the 3 types of girls on Halloween. You got your cool girl, your cute girl, and your scary girl. Can you tell which one I am? Cute. Duh. Okay, you got me. I'm scary. I thought with this outfit I could, you know, at least pass for a cute girl. So this video is for our fellow Halloween lovers out there who like to really, you know, go a little bit scary on Halloween. Also make sure you check out Sand and Sky. They're an Australian skincare brand who specialise in pink clay products. Their details will be in the description box below. And they're amazing, if I do say so myself. You think this kind of skin happens overnight? No. Sand and Sky keeping me fly. Yes, you're probably looking at me like I'm high. So if you want to know how to become a zombie housewife for Halloween and you want to know how I prep my skin before I put all this crap on it, then keep watching and enjoy. Okay, so the night before I did this look, I did decide to use my Sand and Sky Flash Perfecting Exfoliator because I knew that my face was going to be in for a beating, and I'm just applying that with wet hands to my face and really rubbing that in to make sure I exfoliate properly. Woo! I'm out of breath. Now the best part about this exfoliator is it contains AHA fruit acids which chemically exfoliate, which speed up cell turnover for a gorgeous glow. Trust me, you're going to need it after this. You can leave this on for 5 minutes as you scroll through the gram, which will act as a mini mask, giving you a bit of that pink clay magic, even if you're pressed for time. It also contains witch hazel, which is one of nature's toners, and this is going to tighten your pores and just like give your tired skin a nice perk without stripping it of all the moisture at the same time. So perfect for Halloween when you're doing makeup like this that is a bit cooked. Ah, look at that glow. Flawless. Okay, so to start with, we're going to make some teeth, and we're using fake nails for this. You can use polymorph plastic, but I find that fake nails are a lot easier, especially if you are a beginner. So we're going to pick out a few different sizes of nails, and then we are going to cut around them and make them into more teeth-like shapes. So I guess a bit pointed at the ends and flatter at the top. So you just want to do this with all of the nails that you've picked out. And we're doing a half mouth today, so I think I picked out about 12. But depending on how it fits on the face, you know, you can add or take some away. Okay, once you've cut around them all, you can put them aside and we'll come back to these guys later. Now it's no secret zombies are pale because they haven't seen, you know, the sun in a long time. So we're going to use the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. I'm using the shade Vanilla, which is quite a lot lighter than my skin color, as you can see. And this is going to give us that really pale skin look. I don't really want to use white here because I feel like if you use just like a lighter flesh tone, it kind of looks a little bit more realistic rather than like a clown white on the face. Now you want to blend this down to your neck, your arms, everywhere that's going to be showing basically. And to set all that, I'm using the Ben Nye Colorless Face Powder. Now for my brows, I just did them normally. Just do your brows as you would. Nothing special today. And then we are moving on to the Stars in Her Eyes Sports Girl palette. And I'm using the shade Gorgeous, even though we are going to be quite the opposite today. And I'm just using a shadow brush and blending that into my crease, my lid, and underneath my eyes. Anywhere that you're going to really make yourself look super tired. I'm putting some of that at the sides of my mouth as well, just to create like sore-like skin, just rotten, yuck, bruised, all that crap. And then we are going to contour with that same color. And for this, I'm using my Sigma Spotlight Duster Brush, and I'm just contouring the cheeks, under my chin, anywhere that I really want to look hollowed out and just like I haven't eaten in a long time. And then going in with the shade Crazy. This is actually a perfect name for this tutorial. Finally, something appropriate. I'm just going over all of those areas and yeah, just making everything look a little bit darker, look a little bit sicker. The best part about this is you don't have to really be that good at makeup because it's kind of just all over the shop. You know what I mean? And we can't forget our neck. So anywhere that's already naturally kind of hollowed out on the neck, you just want to blend down and into just to create that deeper, more hollowed out look. Really work with those, you know, neck bones there, that décolletage. Okay, here's the fun part. We're going to start creating our rotting flesh. Now we're going to use some toilet paper, clean of course, and we're going to rip it up. And also we're going to separate each layer from the other so it's thinner. We're going to grab some latex. Make sure you put it on a plate so that it doesn't dry out, because if you open it up, it will dry. And then we're going to use an old paintbrush. As you can see, this is pretty manky. And to create the wound, we're just going to layer that onto the face in like a sideways V shape, because this is going to be a ripped open mouth. And then we're going to layer the toilet paper on top. You're going to continue this method a few times until you are happy with the thickness. I'd say 3 to 4 times, because we want it to be strong enough that when we come to ripping it out, it doesn't just like rip off the face. You also want to make sure as you're layering this that you're letting each layer dry. You can do this with a hairdryer, or if you're like me and you're lazy, you just keep layering even though it's not dry yet. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Now, I actually learnt this entire method with the teeth and the latex from watching Kiana Jones, aka FreakMoFX. She is just super incredible and talented. Wow. Now, when latex dries, it will dry to like a yellowy kind of white color. So to make it look more realistic, I used flesh-colored latex over the top and just sealed the whole thing. I just found that this made it look a little bit more like my skin. This is optional. You can just paint the latex with foundation or paint, but yeah, it was just a little extra step I added. And then to make it a little bit more blended, I went ahead and added some of that Total Control foundation I used at the start over the top and just blended that out with a sponge. Going back in with the shade Gorgeous, I also added that to the wound just to make it look a little bit more rotten and bruised, damaged, whatever you want to call it. It just makes it look gross, okay? And now we are ready to rip open our mouth. So you want to do this slowly because you don't want to rip off so much latex that it comes off in the outer edges. So you just want to slowly rip open the middle where you're going to be putting your teeth and all your blood and yucky parts. And you might want to get some scissors for this as well, just to rip it out a little bit further so that you can apply teeth a little bit further in as well. And you just want to lift it like it's hanging off flesh, basically. For our base, we're going to use that Meron skin colored latex, and we're just going to place that inside of the mouth, not your actual mouth, where you know, your pretend mouth is going to be. You wouldn't want to eat this. And then we are going to start layering toilet paper on top of that to create like a gum type base to work off. You only really need to do 1 or 2 layers of this, and remember with each layer you want to seal it with the latex over the top. So to stick on the teeth, we're going to use some spirit gum, and you just want to place that all over the top of the latex. You want to leave it for about 30 seconds to a minute till it becomes tacky, and then you can start applying the false teeth. Each time you apply a tooth, you do want to just hold it down for a little bit just to make sure that it sticks. And you want to repeat that until you are happy with the amount of teeth you have to reach the outer corner of the mouth. I'm then using the Ben Nye Nose and Scar Wax, and I'm applying that with spirit gum as well, just to create like a gum line. And this will just make our teeth look a little bit more real. It will also secure the teeth in place and hold them that little bit more as well. Okay, so we all know zombies do not have perfect teeth, so we're going to use the black tooth color from Ben Nye, and we are going to color in between our teeth and make them just look really nice and rotten. And then to blend this out, I'm just going to use a paintbrush so that it's not so black and looking fake. Now, I'd imagine zombies have sore gums from all the flesh that is rotting in their mouth and from not brushing their teeth for so long. So to create this look, we're just using a small paintbrush and using some of that eyeshadow, and we're just blending that into the gum line. And the colors I used were Bold and Crazy, and they have like a red base to them so that it kind of looks raw. You don't want to go bright red here. The brownie red is good because you still want it to look real and rotting. Now, it's important to remember that at one point we were still an attractive housewife before we became a zombie, so I'm going with the Benefit They're Real mascara, and I'm going to make some attempt with my eyes today. I'm just going to line them with eyeliner, and again, you can be messy with this because, you know, we're a little bit crazy now. So go underneath and on top of the eyes, and then you can just use the smudger or a smudger brush to blend all this out. Okay, it's contact time. Woo! You ready? Here we go. Boom! And for my lashes, I'm using my Huda Beauty lashes in Samantha. And then I'm applying the Meron Skin Colored Latex in little patches around my face, waiting for that to somewhat dry, and then using my finger to disturb that area. This is going to create like sores around the face and dry skin. Going in with the Ben Nye Dark Blood. This is my favorite part when everything just comes together. I'm using a paintbrush to paint around the teeth to give it that really bloodied, sore gum look. I feel like this just makes everything look so much more real. Like all your mistakes, gone, hidden. And going in with the Jeffree Star Liquid Lip Velour in Unicorn Blood, I'm also just going around the teeth and darkening up some of those bloodied areas. We want different shades of blood here, again, to create that realistic look. And this is like a darker shade of blood. I'm then using Meron Squirt Blood, and I'm using that on a toothbrush to brush my teeth. No, just kidding. I'm putting that onto a toothbrush and then flicking that all over my wound to create blood splatter. I used to just put blood everywhere, but I find this blood splatter look looks so much more realistic. You can just add some to the forehead. And we're going to go back in with that dark blood again and a paintbrush, and we're going to overload the paintbrush so that we get drips. Now the best part about this blood is it does eventually dry, so those drips are going to stay like that the whole night and look like, is it coagulated blood? I don't know. Now, after looking at how extreme this wound was, I decided to go in with Daring, which is that black shade, and just darken up some parts of the face and around the eyes, all in those places that we already had the brown, and just make myself look a little bit more zombified. And there you go, you're ready to eat brains. Happy Halloween. Hang on, something's missing. Now we're ready to eat brains and do the dishes. So this is the final look. I feel like this went well. Oh, I lost an earring. Always remember to brush your teeth, kids, and visit the dentist because you might end up like me. Let us know what you think about this look in the comments below and if you're daring enough to try it out yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a little bit creeped out. That's the goal here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to Sand and Sky and my channel, Nadia Peri. Share this video if you can, it always helps, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye!